Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Red 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
104.7 KISS FM. It's John J. and Rich. Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. You can call us right now. Jump on the air at 877-937-1047. You can text the show. Text JJR and whatever your message to 96893. Let's get an update on Kyle and Peyton and it's not a bet. What was it? It's just I'm going to watch Greatest Showman. You got to watch High School Musical.
It was an agreement.
An agreement.
Yeah, because when we were talking, I was like, I can't believe you haven't seen The Greatest Showman. It's such a great movie. And she was like, I can't believe you've never seen High School Musical. And so we made a deal. Peyton watched The Greatest Showman, and it took me a little while, but I finally watched High School Musical last night, and I have mixed feelings.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm happy for you.
So, thank you. So I feel like high school me would have loved this movie. Like high school me would be all over this movie. Adult me is trying so hard to connect with it because it's so dated.
That's true. That is true.
It's so cute. It's such a cute movie, but it's like the flip phones and the layered tees and whatnot. It's like it doesn't totally hold up like visually, but it's like the whole story is so like the modern day Grease. You know what I mean? And it's very cute, but I'm like, It's an older movie. It's an older movie.
I mean, it came out in like 2006 or like 2008. Like that's like my childhood. Like that's so nostalgic for me. So I get it.
Yeah.
But isn't it so fun to see like a baby Zac Efron?
Totally.
Like,
and like Vanessa Hudgens and like all of like Ashley Tisdale.
Hey, when you say they have flip phones, what if you change your perspective? Because people that have flip phones now are pretty much drug dealers. So what if it's just a High School Musical about drug dealers?
Because that could totally be it. And that would give a whole new
Mexico,
meaning to one of the songs that I liked in the movie, Break Free.
We're breaking free.
If it's drug dealing, this could go.
You know, another reason it's very difficult to compare both movies.
They don't compare. It's like apples to oranges.
Well, one of them is that Greatest Showman, I believe, was like a theatrical production that was put together with billions and billions of dollars. And High School Musical, I think, was like a Disney movie of the week or something that took off, I think.
Totally. Right? And I wasn't really like trying to compare them, like which one's the better movie or whatever. I was just trying to take it as like, I have to try to put myself into high school me's footsteps watching this because it is like very dated and it is like whatever, but it is such a cute story. So like I enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
But I don't like Noah was like, I'm glad you finally you watched it. Now you have to watch High School Musical 2, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm there yet.
You're not there for the sequel.
Not there yet.
2 and 3. The third one is like really good.
You might just skip the Teen Beach Movie because that was great.
Teen Beach Movie was solid.
With Ross and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. I remember my kids went through like we had to drive home fast so we could watch that movie. Ross and who?
Oh, who's the girl in
like
that?
Allie and Ross is his real name. Ross Lynch.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
He's now in the band Driver Era, and they're pretty good.
Right. Is there anything that sticks out from Greatest Showman for you, Peyton? Still, after you watched it a week or two ago, a song?
I liked the songs. I liked "This Is Me," and I liked the.
I love this song.
So good.
It's also another thing. It's like you can just hear the production value is different.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you're right, John Jay. Like, I mean, this was a theatrical kind of production. I mean, a legit musical. But like, just so you know, High School Musical like was in theaters for I think High School Musical 2 and 3.
High School Musical killed it. I mean, that's why they made High School Musical 2 and 3. Like, I bow down to High School Musical. Like, I mean, but I'm just saying, watching it now as opposed to like, I missed the boat is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you did.
I missed the boat.
But
I missed it.
I'm glad you got to catch it later.
Now I
Because
can
it is
like,
fun
you know,
to
get the
watch.
references and stuff.
Well, speaking of musicals and music, listen to this. Yesterday, I get a text from my wife during the show. She says, "Would you mind going to a sound meditation with me tonight?" And I just stared at the text for a while. I was like, "What is this about? Like, what do I like? How do I?" Because I know there was also a basketball game that we had tickets to. And I think I told you guys that she was very upset that I wanted to leave.
Oh yeah.
She did say she would never go to a basketball game with you again.
Right. Basketball game is the exact same time as her sound meditation. And I was like, she knows we got tickets to this basketball game. Like, is this some sort of like test? So I immediately went, before I reminded her that we had a basketball game, I immediately went and tried to sell my tickets, right, without telling her. So I put them up for sale. They didn't sell. So I went to my son, Dutch, and I said, "How'd you like to take a buddy to the basketball game tonight?" He goes, "That'd be great, Dad." I'm like, "Awesome." So I give him the tickets. Then I said to my wife, I respond, "Of course, I'd love to go to a sound meditation with you." So she's all happy, right? So when I see her yesterday at lunchtime, she's like, "What are we going to do about the Suns game tonight?" And I was like, ooh, she knew. So I said, I already took care of it. I gave him the Dutch taking a friend. Because I go, I don't want to miss sound meditation with you.
That's smart. Yeah.
So anyway, you know those houses you ever seen up in the mountains? They're like these beautiful houses. They look like mansions.
Yeah.
That's where it was, in one of those houses. So we're driving up this mountain, and then we get up there, and it's this big, beautiful house, and it's got views of the city, and it's like one of those houses I've always wanted to go, what's it like to live up there? Now I saw it. It's pretty amazing. It's just beautiful. So the lady that's hosting the whole thing, there was like 10, 12 people in this woman's house, and everyone brought yoga mats and laid down in her living room, right? And she's a teacher, and she teaches this class. It's the first semester of teaching this class at ASU. And she's a singer-songwriter, and she used to write songs and commercials and stuff. And she told me, I said, "Like, would you know? Was there anything I would know?" She goes, "You would probably know the commercials I've written." I'm like, "What commercials are that?" She's like, "My Little Pony and Paw Patrol."
Oh,
Heck
dang!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
My Little Pony, My Little Pony.
That's her, right? So
solid writing.
So everyone starts laying on the floors. We're laying on the floor, and I'm like, "What?" I go, what's supposed to?" Now, keep in mind, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I close my eyes, much like you guys, for maybe more than 10 seconds, gone, right? So here's what happened. Here's how it went. It's like, bong. This for an hour, right? For an hour. And this woman's walking around the room, and all these people are laying on the floor.
Is everyone just quiet, or is she like guiding you through
Quiet,
something?
and then every once in a while, I don't know, she was singing something, and at the very end, she sang Amazing Grace at the very end.
And are you moving, or are you just laying there?
This is me right here.
Oh, no.
And my wife was poking me.
No.
And she's
all
like,
you
"You're
needed."
not supposed to snore." And then the lady said, "Sometimes people snore." And she's like, you didn't hear any of the sound meditation. I go, yes, I did. I heard it. I was just at a different vibration level than I was.
I was at that night level.
It was my own High School Musical, Greatest Showman level. That's the next level. You got High School Musical, then you get into adulthood, and it's the Greatest Showman. Then you get into the next level of Time to Retire, and that's sound meditation.
That's sound bowls.
It was just all these people just laying on the floor. And a view of the city, and a woman walking around with a big bang in the thing.
Is that what she's doing? She's like putting mixing the bowl up to make the noise or whatever?
I had my eyes closed, but I saw the bowls all out there, like 10, 15 bowls.
So it was live bowl. It wasn't a recording of a bowl.
No, it was live bowls.
They were live bowls.
They were live bowls.
I want a live bowl band. If I'm going to be somewhere, I want the bowls to be live.
What's it supposed to do? What's the point of it?
Well, I don't know. But my wife was all excited about the deep level of sleep that she was going to get last night. So sadly for me, I got home at 9:30. And I had to go wake up to it like my sleep was jacked. Stupid sound meditation. Very nice people. Beautiful home. Very sweet, wonderful people. And then Blake, so this is a group of people that Blake, she does a meditation every morning at 6 a.m. on Zoom with a bunch of people. And this is the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all a little granola, a little crunchy.
Very nice granola that own every company in the country.
Oh, crunchy business owners.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
I'm Rodney Williams.
And I'm Travis Holloway. Welcome to the Wealth Break Podcast, a real conversation about finance.
Let's be honest. Building wealth doesn't look the same for everyone.
I feel like sometimes being broke is a cycle and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Break Podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ickowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.